magnetic dipole moment of a revolving electron. So we know that inside the atom, suppose there are z amount of protons, which is positive charge, and electron is orbiting around this orbital. So suppose there is this negative charge, negative electron, which is going around in this orbital. So as we know that current is nothing but flow of electron, and when this electron which is moving around this orbit, suppose they have a velocity v and the radius of this particular orbital is r. So according to Bohr's theory, Bohr have formulated this theory which tells that the electrons move with a particular velocity in a particular orbit. And as we know, when electrons move with a particular velocity, it constitutes a flow of current. So we can consider this as a circular current carrying loop. And as we know that current carrying loop will and they should have a magnetic moment m, right? So therefore the electrons that are revolving around, they also should have a magnetic moment or dipole moment, magnetic dipole moment m. So let's just go ahead with it. So this current I is nothing but charge by time, and this time is nothing but the time period of this revolving. So as we know, this velocity here will be 2 pi r, this radius r, 2 pi r by the time period. With this velocity they would move. So t we can calculate as 2 pi r by v. This is the velocity with which they are moving. This is the time period. Now substitute it back, then I can get the current is as EV by 2 pi r. So this is the current that is flowing through this particular current loop. Now as we know, we have to calculate the magnetic moment or dipole moment. Then dipole moment of this particular orbital, suppose this has a particular orbital moment, and which is given as ml, which is I into A. As we know, dipole moment is I into A. So this is I, and the area A will be nothing but pi r square for this particular orbit. So as we know, this will be I pi r square. Now substituting for I, as we have already calculated, we can write EV by 2 pi r into pi r square. So just cancelling the necessary things, we can tell that the magnetic moment is EV by 2 EV r by 2, right? So just now we will juggle through a little bit, and we know that EV r, and we'll just take the mass of this electron. Suppose it is ME, we'll denote by ME, not ML, ME. So we'll just divide up and down with this, and you'll see this particular expression. This particular expression gives me E by 2 ME MVR. This particular expression gives me the angular momentum. Suppose the angular momentum is L for this particular orbit, then MVR gives me the angular momentum. Then I can write mu for a particular angular momentum L is L by 2m into E, right? Me. So from here we can write ml by L is E by 2m. Magnetic dipole moment and the orbital angular moment, their ratio is called as gyromagnetic ratio. So this quantity ml by L equal to E by 2me, this is the mass of electron. These all are constant. Charge is constant, mass is constant, 2 is constant. So this gyromagnetic ratio is a constant by 8.8 into 10 power 6 coulomb per kg. So this is called the gyromagnetic ratio, which if I take this particular expression, then I can write the L value. According to Bohr, L is given by NH by 2 pi. This is a particular orbital number, or orbital quantum number. This is the Planck's constant, right? So this is given by Bohr's theory that L value would be NH by 2 pi. When you substitute, you will get ml equal to E NH by 4 pi me. And this, in this case also, all are constant. E is constant, N is a particular orbital number, H is constant, 4 pi me is constant. Now for the first orbit, we take n equal to 1, and when we substitute this value, we get EH by 4 pi me, 9.27 into 10 power minus 24 ampere meter square. So this is called the magnetic moment or dipole moment for the first orbit, which is known as Bohr magneton. This is for the first Bohr orbit and known as Bohr magneton.
If you like the video, then press the like button, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon.